Hey kids, today I have a treat for you. I'm going to read to you a story that I wrote. So let's gather around and put our listening ears on. You got your listening ears on? Are you ready to hear the story? Okay. The Adventures of Napkin Boy and the Beads of Condensation by me, Andrea Hotchkiss. Many years ago, in a little town called Napkinville, two napkins, Mr. and Mrs. Bounty, were unable to have children of their own and decided to adopt. They fell in love with a little boy named Lenny. Lenny was very different from the other children. He was larger, was made of a different material, and had an orange NB on his chest. None of the other parents wanted Lenny, but Mr. and Mrs. Bounty fell in love with him the second they saw him and raised him as their own. Lenny was never told about being different and grew up like all napkin children. He went to school and church and enjoyed learning about math, science, and God's love. The other children were so mean, though. They teased Lenny every chance they got. "Hey, Lenny, what does the NB stand for?" they would ask. "Noogie boy," as they gave him a noogie. This made him not want to go. Lenny knew that God had a plan for his life. He just did not know what it could be. Lenny found himself wondering if there really was a purpose for him. "Dear God," he started to pray, "I don't know what I am to do. I feel so different than the other napkins. Is there really a purpose for me? Your word says that you have a plan for everyone, but I don't know what the plan is." Lenny felt so alone. A couple days later, Lenny was taking a walk around town. He looked toward the cliff and spotted a napkin pinned down by a glass of iced tea. "Help! Someone help me!" cried the napkin. "Oh no," Lenny said. "The glass will start to form beads of condensation." He climbed up the cliff only to find the glass starting to sweat. "What should I do?" "Help!" cried the napkin. "Let's see. Think. Lenny said to himself. The beads of condensation had formed and all turned to look at Lenny. They laughed and together asked, "What do you think you're going to do? You're just a tiny napkin like him. We're water and we destroy tiny napkins every day." "I know. I could pick up the glass and put them in the cold cave and the beads would freeze. Or maybe on the hot field and they would evaporate. Oh, that's no good. I can't lift the glass, and even if I could, the beads would come back. And with the hot field, the tea would be gone as well. Oh, think." Lenny knew that they were right. What could he do? He bent his head and prayed. "God, what should I do? I'm too weak to move the glass. Oh, why did I even come up here? What was I thinking? I'll die too if I help this guy. Maybe I will just go." Lenny turned to leave but stopped. He could not just leave this napkin there. It was not right. "Okay, God, what am I supposed to do?" Then it came to him. Wipe up the beads. Wipe up the beads? "Give me strength, God, because I can't do this on my own." With a deep breath, Lenny walked up to the glass. The beads just started laughing. He kept praying as he reached for the glass. His hand touched the water, and nothing happened. Lenny smiled and grabbed hold of a bead. He absorbed one bead, then another, and another until they were all gone. Then Lenny helped pull the napkin out from under the glass. "Wow, thanks! You saved my life. I thought I was a goner when that giant put that glass on me." "You're welcome, but I couldn't," Lenny started to say. "No, really. You are absolutely amazing. No other napkin could ever do that and live. You must be a superhero with some kind of name like Napkin Boy. Yeah, that's why you have that MB on your chest. With that, the Napkin ran off to tell everyone about the amazing Napkin Boy. God's plans were unfolding for Lenny, now known as Napkin Boy. He did not understand what had just happened or how his life was going to change. The only thing he knew for sure was that he could not have done it without help from God, and he immediately started to thank him. I can do all things through Christ which strengtheneth me. Philippians 4:13. And I'll see you kids in the next adventure, The Adventures of Napkin Boy and the Saucy Meatball. Until next time. Hey, parents, if you like this story and you want it in your collection for your kids, then go to tapepublishing.com/bookstore and search for Andrea Hotchkiss, or click the link below.